Well, right now, I'm more focused on making sure that I get my story told the right way. I think for me going to college, I learned how to control the narrative and also tell my story. People will create these stories about me. And
as of today, Claressa Shields, nicknamed the GWOAT greatest woman of all time, stands undefeated and undisputed in a sport where very few make it to the top, let alone stay there. Shields is more than just a boxer. She's a fighter in every sense of the word. With a net worth estimated at $1 million, her wealth stems from championship boxing bouts, a brief MMA career, film deals, endorsements, and motivational speaking gigs. For someone who once had to skip meals so her siblings could eat, her journey to financial independence is nothing short of remarkable. Early life. Born on March 17, 1995, in Flint, Michigan, Claressa Maria Shields came into a world riddled with challenges. Her father, Clarence Bo Shields, had once been an underground boxer, but spent much of Claressa's early childhood in prison. He was released when she was around 9, and it was he who planted the seed of boxing in her mind by telling tales of the legendary Muhammad Ali and his daughter, Laila. Her mother, Marcella Adams, struggled with alcohol and financial instability. The home was chaotic. Claressa witnessed domestic violence, abuse, and substance issues at a very young age. Tragically, she later revealed that she had been sexually abused as a child by a family acquaintance, an experience that haunted her and made her distrustful of adults. Amidst this chaos, her savior came in the form of her grandmother, Joanne Adams, who raised her with firmness and love. Joanne's belief in her was unshakable. She told Claressa, "You're going to be something special." And those words stuck. At age 11, she walked into Berston Field House and met coach Jason Crutchfield. That meeting changed her life. She found refuge in boxing gloves and punching bags, a place where pain transformed into purpose. Education background. Despite her unstable home life, Claressa showed signs of academic promise. She attended Flint Northwestern High School, where she made the honor roll, becoming the first in her family to do so. Unlike many young stars who leave education behind, she used school as a stepping stone to discipline and structure. However, she chose not to pursue college, deciding instead to dedicate herself fully to boxing, a decision that would pay off in gold, literally. Personal life, relationships, and family. Claressa has always kept her romantic life low-key, but in 2023 to 2024, social media exploded with speculation that she was involved with rapper Papoose, following his rumored separation from Remy Ma. Neither Claressa nor Papoose confirmed the relationship, but stirred the tabloids. Claressa herself dismissed the noise, stating in interviews that her real love has always been the sport. She's also a mother, though she has chosen to keep her daughter's identity private to protect her from the public eye. She once said, "I want her to grow up normal, not being followed around just because her mom is famous." Religion and beliefs. Baptized at the age of 13, Claressa embraced Christianity as a source of strength. Throughout her career, she's spoken about her faith, often praying before fights and thanking God in victory. Other work. Apart from boxing and MMA, Claressa is a motivational speaker, women's rights advocate, and youth mentor. She works closely with Up To Us Sports, an organization that empowers young people through sports, and she regularly speaks out about sexual abuse, mental health, and gender equality in sports. Professional career. Boxing beginnings. Claressa first exploded onto the world stage when she won gold at the 2012 London Olympics, the first time women's boxing was included. She was only 17 years old. 4 years later, she made history again, becoming the first American boxer, male or female, to win back-to-back Olympic gold medals at the 2016 Rio Games. She turned professional later that year and stormed through the ranks. 2017, won her first world title, WBC super middleweight. 2019, became undisputed middleweight champion. 2021, won titles at 154 pounds, becoming a 3-division champ. 2023, defeated her longtime rival, Savannah Marshall, whom she had lost to as an amateur. 2025, in an unprecedented move, She went up to heavyweight and became the undisputed heavyweight champion after defeating Danielle Perkins in February. Shields is now the only boxer in history, male or female, to become undisputed champion in 3 weight divisions. MMA career. In 2021, Claressa shocked the world by stepping into the MMA cage, signing with the Professional Fighters League, PFL. Her debut was a thrilling comeback TKO win over Brittany Elkin. Though she suffered a loss in her second fight, she returned stronger and secured a decision victory in 2023. However, in early 2025, she announced her retirement from MMA, saying, "Boxing is my first love. MMA was an adventure, but now it's time to focus on greatness in the ring." House tour and car collection. Claressa has proudly said that one of her greatest accomplishments wasn't a belt. It was buying a home for her mother, cars for her siblings, and even a car for her estranged father. Her current residence is in a quiet neighborhood near Flint, where she remains closely connected to her roots. While she doesn't flaunt luxury, her car collection includes a Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat, a nod to her fierce persona, a Mercedes-Benz GLE Coupe, her go-to for travel and appearances, and a Chevrolet Tahoe, family trips and road work. Her home, while not a mansion, is tasteful and spacious, featuring a private gym, home theater, and a trophy room where every belt and medal is proudly displayed. Claressa did not compete at the collegiate level. Her career path bypassed traditional NCAA routes, as she went directly from high school to international amateur boxing stardom and then to the professional ranks. Her story is an example of alternative success through passion and grit. As of now, Claressa Shields is very much alive, active, and thriving. She's preparing for a heavyweight title defense scheduled for July 26, 2025, in Detroit. Any rumors to the contrary are completely false. She remains one of the most prominent and inspirational athletes in combat sports today. Legacy. Claressa Shields is not just a world champion. She is a symbol of defiance, resilience, and limitless ambition. From sleeping on floors in a broken home to becoming the face of women's boxing, her rise has been meteoric and meaningful. She is the only American boxer to win 2 Olympic golds, the only boxer, male or female, to be undisputed in 3 different divisions, a pioneer for gender equality in combat sports, and a survivor who now gives hope to others who've been through similar trauma. As she often says, "They told me girls couldn't box. I didn't listen. I just punched harder." In an era where athletes are molded by PR teams and brands, Claressa Shields stands as a raw, real, and relentless force of nature. She's not here to fit into anyone's idea of what a woman should be. She's here to make history, break barriers, and change the game on her own terms. Her story isn't over. It's still being written with fists, with faith, and with fire.